We're going to learn more about a fairly new program in Auglaize County. It is Project ACART, Auglaize County Addiction Response Team. And joining us today at the top, we've got Brittany Bonita. She is the project coordinator. And then we've got Sheriff Michael Voorhees with us from Auglaize County. And thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having us. We appreciate it.
Okay, so let's start with you, Sheriff. And this started in September, a newer program. Why did you think it was necessary for Auglaize County, and why are you excited that it's underway?
Well, this was actually a brainchild of one of my deputies that works in our task force, and he goes to all the task force meetings around the state. And this is not just an Auglaize County thing. This is something statewide that they're looking at, some type of a program, an outreach that we can work with people, giving them another option. It's not always the arrest. It's not always getting people in jail. Are we going to stop the enforcement? No, we're not going to stop the enforcement by no means. But when he brought me this idea, we looked at the Attorney General had a grant available for it, and we put in for it and got it. So we went from there.
All right. So we're trying to get people on the road to recovery. So Brittany, how has it gone so far with the project?
It's been going absolutely incredible. We started in September, and we have already had so many great successes. People that are doing their recovery the way they want to, and I couldn't be happier.
Yeah, so how do you help them? Are there agencies in the county involved, or how does it all get started and you coordinate getting people the help they need?
Yeah, so I just meet with certain individuals, and they tell me what their needs are. Everyone has different needs, and we sit down and we discuss what their recovery looks like, or what things that they need help with. And then we reach out to people in the community, different agencies, and we get them the help that they're looking for.
Mm-hmm. Are you mainly seeing people from drug recovery, or is it other kind of addictions or mental health issues too?
I think it's everything. I think kind of the mental health and drug addiction, substance use disorders, they all go hand in hand. So many of them are substance use, but a lot of them have mental health as well.
Okay, and Sheriff, you said you realize that this drug problem and addictions just don't go away. I mean, you've been on the force with the Sheriff's Department long enough that you knew that something like this was needed?
Oh, absolutely. And when you can always look at different ideas, we're here to help the public. We're here to get people help. And when you can look at different ideas like this and come up with something, it's a win-win for us. And the people have to. We're not going to force them into the program. They have to take that step themselves. And that's what we want. But we want them to know that it's something that we have. It's another tool, like I told you, it's another tool in the toolbox that we can utilize to get people to help. Maybe they're not out dealing drugs, but they have this addiction. They're sitting in their house and they don't know what the next step is. And we're here. Make a phone call, send an email. Brittany does a great job. We knew Brittany's story. It was easy for us to connect with Brittany. She's a great lady. So to get her on board with us was a win for us, and just to get out and help people.
Yeah, Brittany, we've heard a lot of different things through the years recently about, sheriff deputies and law enforcement and stuff sometimes don't know how to deal with someone with mental health issues or addiction issues, but maybe getting them the help like you're helping out with is like the first step in a way to keep them out of jail sometimes.
Absolutely. And I think that our law enforcement is getting better with understanding that people have a lot of different issues. And I think that what they understand is that 40 million Americans from the ages of 12 and older have substance use problems. And it is very common that a lot of people are having the same issues. So just getting them the type of help that they need so that way they can get better and not have criminal charges or not have years of, struggling is the goal for us.
Wow, it sounds like it's working in Auglaize County. Thank you both for joining us today to tell us about the Auglaize County Addiction Response Team.
Thanks for having us, Holly. We really appreciate it.
All right, don't go away. Noon Edition continues in a moment.